Some triple commentary.
So now we're moving into grand finals. We have Mr. E coming in from loser's side, and Vinnie going to be holding it down from the winner's side of things. Game one being on Town and City.
Okay, so now this set, I know is, just for the people watching, I know that some people who are not more so part of the NY community, they might look at this and be like, oh yeah, Mr. E's got it. But I want to say Vinnie's kind of got this figured out for the most part.
Vinnie's had Mr. E's number for quite some time now, and while it's not entirely uncommon for Mr. E to be able to take the set count is staggered heavily into Vinnie's favor.
But it looks like, Mr. E's up 2 games anyway, so.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey. Mr. E demoted Vinnie to Ralphie.
Yeah, you know, he's like, this is still Losers Finals.
The long-awaited sequel to Losers Finals, Losers Finals 2.
The long-awaited sequel to Losers Finals, Losers Final.
We heard your complaints. Losers Finals is so great. Why isn't there a Losers Finals too?
Dude, I'm gonna be real. Don't go to Orion. Just go to Losers Final. This is the event you want to be at.
It's the last Losers bracket ever. Everything else after this, single elimination.
Pray while you can, because now you losers, you're not getting another chance.
You only go 0-1.
Losers Final.
All right, memes aside, putting us back to the action. Mr. E has actually got the lead pretty heavily right now. Bringing Vinnie almost around the world and back again.
It looks like Mr. E is going to making Vinnie the loser, and that's final, apparently, for that game. And Vinnie, he wants his headphones. Don't blame him, man.
I mean, hey, we provide those for the players now.
Want to listen to that jam? You know, you want to listen to the game? Yeah, that's cool. You want to listen to your iPod? Listen, I cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. You might as well, man. Get that Papa Roach on. I doubt that's what Vinnie's listening to.
No, he's listening to the game audio now because he just plugged right into the speakers that are right over there.
Yeah.
He don't want to be hearing nothing else.
Yeah, man, you know, none of that. No Kesha, nothing like that. Okay, now we're into grand finals.
This is the grandest of finals.
Mr. E mysteriously up a game.
Grand finals, game 2 on Final Destination.
Yeah, so that's all the losers bracket from now on, guys. Hope you like us single elimination brackets.
Hey, sitting at the ledge, Mr. E can try to bring himself back up if he wants to try and push this even further into the bracket reset position. But Vinnie's going to be making things a little bit more difficult for him now.
Absolutely, man. And, you know, like, this is one of those cases, too, like we said before, Vinnie, he's on winner's side. That's going to aid him. Vinnie kind of has Mr. E's number. I feel like Mr. E, don't quote me on this, I feel like more recently, I want to say in the last couple months, he has, kind of come from losers and taken the 2 sets, though. It's happened, pretty recently.
It's within the realm of possibilities. He just has to make it happen.
Yeah, with Mr. E, gotta say the level up is very real. You know, this man already a top talent in the world for sure, and he's just sharpening that blade. You know, even further. Like we said, more opting for Lucina. I think in this matchup, it's a good choice. Lucina, she's gonna want to kill Sheikah in more of those consistent percents. Sheikah was one of those characters that gives you a ton of rage and sometimes just can't finish it off. Lucina, forward smash, back air. She's got all this stuff that kills very early and is very fast. So, you know, maybe those options without a tipper, we'll be able to contest Sheik and kill her quite early.
And we'll see the parallel Dolphin Slash try to follow Vinnie on the come up, but manage to keep him safe, keep him coming back to stage, and just the run in with the Dolphin. With the bouncing fish.
The dolphin fish, yep.
Dolphin fish.
Dolphin fish. Dolphin emulator, my guys.
It's when you need to play some of that good Legends of the Twilight
Echo
Princess.
the Dolphin, my guys. You know what? Can we get a Big the Cat and Echo the Dolphin crossover?
Excuse me. Actually, Echo the Dolphin was only on the Dreamcast.
I think it was on Genesis, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the Sega Genesis and its sequel. What? Yeah. The first and the sequel. I forgot what the sequel's name is. Tides of Time?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
the Echo the Dolphin games are actually really good, but really weird.
Yeah,
I digress, though. We can talk more about Echo later.
Those are good games to play when you're mad high, but but I was just saying it right
chill.
out.
Chill.
But you know, these two right now it seems like Vinnie's kind of riding a wave himself. No Dolphins,
the only thing looking
anymore.
higher, this percentage built up onto Mr. E.
Yeah, you know, I will say this much. I think that this is something that is still very much in the realm for. Okay, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, Mr. E's still in it.
He's
He's not out of it just yet, although Vinny's making things look very convincing here.
My point is that Sheik can still die early. We got Rage on Lucina. This is not a bad situation for Mr. E just yet. And they're slowly attacking. Whoa, what was that?
That was a
wave dash?
That was a. Might as well have been. Wave bounce shield breaker looks so clean in the right hands.
Mr. E, you are a nutcase.
Yo, hold up, though.
Oh my god,
Parallel dancing blade, though.
Okay, we got a backer, though.
He is staying alive right now, and the forward air is going to be enough to secure that game, too.
I love his movement off stage, his use of the single dancing blade to kind of keep himself static in the air and then fall back down. It is such a good mix-up. I actually, Hangman can vouch, I popped off IRL.
Yeah, this man stood on the stool that we're sitting on.
Yeah, it was actually...
Yo, it's time.
Vinny, have you sold your soul?
No, he's had this in the works, man.
I know he's actually had a Bayo for quite some time. Mr. E, one of those players that hates Bayonetta. A lot of players hate Bayonetta, though. So that
I mean, honestly, I would too if I had a recorded loss from every single Bayo player in the region.
I mean, man, you know, Bayo's one of those characters.
Saying.
Bayo's one of those
characters. That was pre-hyperbolic time chamber SoCal Mr. E, but I'm just saying, our Bayos look kind of nice.
You know, we got good Bayos, and I guess Vinny's joining their likeness here. Oh, yeah, he wanted to up the, I think, there. But Mr. E does have a win on, I think he has I think he has like 2 or 3 wins on Kamazak, at least, so.
Yeah, whenever we do manage to get him out of...
obviously.
I don't know what's going on over here. All right, you got it, Mr. E.
You know, Mr. E, most of the time I would... okay.
You got it, though.
Yeah.
You got it.
Most of the time, I wouldn't trust people going on stage against Bayo, but seeing what you've been doing, Mr. E, I'm going to trust you and just take your word for it. Yeah, Vinny, you can't be sad being like that. Looks like we got a clean 3-0 bracket reset coming along, unless Bayonetta combos come through here.
So they're going to have to put in a little bit more work to finish things up. All right. Vinny almost remembered how that character works. But I like that, using the late end of Dolphin Slash just for a little bit of percentage, because you know that Vinny's not going to be able to reverse the situation that with those resources utilized.
So, I'm going to say this much. I wonder if this game is only one game. A lot of weird stuff happened in this game, too. Mr. E just kind of... It's kind of just been a lot of Mr. E eliminating Vinny's options, which is hard to do against Bayonetta, let me just add. But I wonder... Okay, that's the bracket reset. Very clean, fairly convincing. I want to see who Vinny's going to go. I know that's a very vague statement. He's got a lot of characters that are really good. I wouldn't be surprised if we stayed Bayonetta, in all seriousness. He still has a couple games to play around.
Now, Vinny dipped somewhere hard.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he dipped.
Was it given Mr. What is bubblegum?
No, that's fruit gushers.
Bubblegum.
This is not.
What's wrong with me, guys?
It's not bubblegum.
Is that Vinny's sponsor, bubblegum?
No.
Nah, he's a free agent.
Hubba Bubba Vinny?
Hubba Bubba? Oh yeah, we're going back to the Sheik. Yeah, he's come out to play.
5 Gum Vinny?
5 Gum Vinny, yo, I'm down with that.
All right. I think that's enough memeing.
You know, and we're on to the grand finals. You know, we went from losers final, losers finals, grand finals. We got the reset now. This is the final set. I guarantee that.
Oh, yeah, look, Marth showed up.
You know what? I'm not going to say I disagree with this pick necessarily, because Mr. E's original main, obviously Marth. So in a general sense, both characters very similar, but he obviously has more experience and more time on Marth, right? But
that being said, Lucina put in the mad work today.
I think that this is one of those matchups, or that was one of those matchups where Vinny has a controller malfunction and he's talking to Mr. E, and it's like, Mr. E's like, oh, what's going on here? And maybe he's like, the controller's in my eye, okay, dude? I can't see.
The controller exploded.
I can't hear my controller. And like Hangman said, you know, it just really sucks when you're in a game 3 last hit situation and all of a sudden your fingers run away.
Yeah, man. Like you get the call, you got to tell your opponent, I left my neutral in the oven. I'll be right back.
It's like it just starts ringing. Your mommy's calling. It's like, what do you want for dinner? Want macaroni and cheese? Mom, this isn't a phase.
I gotta take my laundry for a walk. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'll see. The only people. These people aren't going for a walk. They're very much in it.
They end up to win it. Mr. E sitting with the bracket reset, but that's a whole nother 3 games he's got to take if he wants to win it over Vinnie tonight.
Yeah, not easy. And like we were saying before, before the memeing went on, but in all seriousness, the Marth pick, I like it, but at the same time, I don't know if I agree with it. Like, he would know better than me. I'm gonna say that much, obviously, but I do think that Lucina was putting in the work. That was a clean 3-0. The 2 games he got on the Sheik, he was doing quite well, but he's opted for Marth here instead. Maybe he's feeling good about the way he's spacing stuff here, you know? Anyways, at this percent, a lot of stuff will kill Sheik anyway.
Especially with a zipper back air.
Absolutely. That'll do even more damage, and Sheik is goodbye. Very dead.
All right, these single-hit needle storms. Mr. E slowly getting chipped away by Vinnie as he tries to bring himself back into the action.
Okay, so we got him fading back there, kind of just playing it safe again.
Vinnie seems to be out of sorts with how he's playing right now. He's a lot more cautious, and while he is certainly down in stocks, just had bracket reset on him quite cleanly, it's not the same kind of composure that we often see Vinnie approaching Mr. E with, or anyone for that matter. You
know, I do think it's one of those cases where, Mr. E didn't get to meet Vinnie back. He did get upset by Ray very early. Or not very early, but early for him. Mr. E, we're expecting to see this guy mad deep in bracket. He has come back to play, obviously, but this might be one of those cases where Mr. E's like, hey, this is my level up. This is what I've been doing. Take a look. I'm pretty good. And, he's definitely showing it right off. He's on the verge of 2-stocking Vinnie. Is that the 3rd time in a row? I think it might be. Or 2nd. At least 2nd. Oh, no. Not that fair comes through, though. Vinnie's back in this. 108% on Sheik. That's not easy, but, I mean, Vinnie has gone crazy edge guards before. I like that.
Yeah, there's nothing Vinnie can do in that situation. It pops him too far.
It's simple. It's true. Might as well go for it.
And every little bit of damage helps, especially as the rage starts to clock in on Mr. E. And we reach that threshold where that damage can just make Vinnie disappear and game 1 go to Mr. E.
I feel like Mr. E got both of his kills that game the exact same way, where it was just kind of them in the middle of the stage, Sheik just kind of standing there, and then he just kind of spaces it back, or just kind of sneaks it behind them. It's kind of like when you're both sitting in shield, and it's just like, what are you going to do? I don't know. What are you going to do? It's one of those cases. But Mr. E, he is going to go back to the Lucina. I don't know what that Marth switch was all about, to be honest. But hey, I mean, he got the game, so I'm sure he's not sleeping on that. He's cool with that.
Oh yeah, he's chilling right now. He's up a game, technically 4-0 count, but nonetheless, Final Destination going to be the setting for the next game. Man, look at those chains. All right, odd interaction at the ledge is going to be leading to these percentages being a lot closer in trades than you would imagine. But nonetheless, Vinnie keeping his pressure up, trying to get himself back in the game.
Okay, very nice up B. He just wanted to... That's a good mix-up in terms of recovery. He knew that Vinnie wouldn't be able to predict that. He did grab ledge very safely. Going for right for the aggressive option there. He thought Vinnie was going to mid slang right away. And you know what? I got to say, it looks ballsy, but the end lag is, it's not too bad. It comes out very fast. And I mean, and if it lands, it kills Sheik at 70. It's not a bad option by any means.
Right. And while not being able to kill off that up air 50-50, he is able to secure a lot more damage. However, Mr. E, once again in control of the ledge, just opts to get himself back stage.
You know what? I actually believe that up B to back air, the way he spaced that specifically, I think that was intentional.
That up air kill, though?
Intentional.
Definitely intentional. Yeah. Doesn't even need the follow-up. He just decided...
It's like Vinnie did. He's like, wait, that kills?
Wow. He knew Mr. E was going to be occupying that space. There was nothing he could have done outside of just air dodge and fall lower, and if he did, Vinnie was in perfect spacing to be able to respond to that accordingly. So,
okay. We were about to see some void stuff going on there with the down airs.
When Sheik lifts her legs like that and she's ready to go for the ninja pose... That's when you know something was about to happen. Mr. was like, no, not today.
Yeah, Vinnie was about to make a statement. That's like the kind of play that you go for when you're like, yeah, I know what you're going to do, and this move is bad, and I'm dying, and I died to up smash, too. Apparently, Vinnie also dies to up smashes.
Yeah,
not only to himself. This just it. Shocking, I know, but looks like, oh my... You see that tipper coming through? He was almost able to land that, but Mr. E fell with a falling up air, was able to barely inch himself out of that situation. He's dead.
Things are not looking good for the hero, but Mr. E is making quite a performance tonight. Both players looking a little worse for wear.
You know, Vinny's like, I feel like the way he's playing is like, his play isn't necessarily changing. I feel like he's still playing so confident. I think Mr. E, honestly, is just playing so well, honestly, at this point. Yo, I'm taking notes. Wait, someone got a notepad?
Hold up.
Okay, we got the Lucina. And PK Chris, again with the coaching. PK Chris, that is not legal in this format.
Yo, he's coming through for the power-up, though.
Yeah, man.
He's looking to help Mr. E Spirit Bomb for the full 6-0 count tonight.
You know, what if PK Chris was actually secretly playing? But like, look, you can see his hands. But like, what if he's playing with his toes?
Yo,
what if?
the AON lore runs deep.
I will say
he
this
runs
much, man.
super deep.
I'll say this much, man. You're probably thinking something along the lines of, "Nah, never happened." Nah, I'll tell you much. You know, you'd be surprised, but you'd also be surprised how good Vinny's Cloud actually is. We don't get to see it that much at a super top level events. It's still very strong. It's still very fundamentally based. Vinny has one of the best clouds I've ever seen.
It's his signature doubles character outside of course, the Sheik. It is very much well practiced, and it completes the quadrants of his character pool. Where we've already seen the Rosalina and Bayonetta this evening. Of course, we've seen the Sheik time and time again.
And we saw him write some stuff in the sky.
Yeah, he's writing that misfortune sign.
Okay, I like how he is... Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not.
Yo, hello?
I like that mix-up, though. He knew that Mr. E was going to try to counter that, so he just sort of went for that option. You know, it looks silly on paper, but if Mr. E is going to read it so excessively, you might as well. And he recovered safe for it. It was incredibly smart.
Comes down with the forward air. He's going to be getting little bits of damage here out of the cross slash. Very interesting options being chosen from Vinny, but they're allowing him to chase Mr. E very effectively. Having almost completely forced E to lap in percentage.
Right now, this is looking very clean for Vinny. You know, just kind of bring it back. This is like one of those matchups, too, where if you look at all the characters Vinny has, I do think Cloud like wins. I think it's a good matchup for Cloud, but you look at all the other characters, it's just sort of like, you know, this makes a little more sense. Maybe Bayonetta, maybe Sheik, but, you know, he's just going for what he feels like. He feels like the Cloud, and, you know, putting in the work. Might as well.
But Mr. E's not going down without a fight, sitting at 101% in his last stock. He does manage to secure the lead stock on Vinny, and he's shown time and time again, just within this set alone, that just because he's at this strong of a deficit doesn't mean that he's out of it just yet. He could bring this back. He could potentially show us the shutout in the grand finals tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like, Vinny, on his tournament stock, we got to remember that. You know, it looks nice for him, but we got to remember, it's just one more. And against a character in this kind of matchup, too, you can just take one swipe of the sword with a jumpless Cloud, a limitless Cloud, and that's curtains. Yep, and Cloud's
Laser curtains.
And there it is. Mr. E, clean 6-0. He beat the Sheik, he beat the Bayo, he beat the Cloud. I don't know what else you want me to tell you, man. Mr. E coming in 6